Welcome to summer! Every time you step outside, the sun is trying to murder your DNA. Let's look at the fascinating science behind sunburns. Good to see ya! I'm glad you're here. This is Destructive Creativity, where we exist for you, for science, and for fun. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's get into this cool topic of sunburns. So if you make a quick search on the internet for what is sunburns or what causes sunburns, you're going to get very simplistic answers. Things like, well, the radiation from the sun causes your skin to be damaged, and the red color is caused by blood rushing to the surface of your skin. Okay, so yeah, that's technically true, but that doesn't actually explain it. So I am going to go a little bit deeper and explain to you what a sunburn is, how it's caused, and why your body is cooler than you realize. Let's go! So last week we covered what the different types of UV radiation there are. There's UVA, UVB, and UVC, and all of them are emitted from the sun. But only UVA and a little bit of UVB radiation make it to Earth. So UVA and UVB, what I like to call little murder waves, like to come and destroy your DNA. And they'll do everything in their power to do so. Specifically the UVB rays, they're particularly angry. UV radiation just really wants to destroy every type of plastic, every type of polymer, and every living thing on Earth. Let's zoom in on UVB radiation. UVB only represents about 5% of the UV radiation that actually reaches ground level. The rest of it is filtered out by the atmosphere and the ozone layer. So thank goodness for that, because UVB is the one that causes the painful red marks on sunburns. We've only had like 3 good days here in Alberta so far, and I've already got a serious sunburn. So what does it do? Well, UVB is shortwave UV radiation, which means it doesn't penetrate as far into your skin as, say, UVA radiation. But what it does do is it destroys, it rips apart your DNA and RNA, because there's just too much energy in those electromagnetic waves. They enter your DNA and it excites a photon and it rips apart. It's very complicated and I don't fully understand it. But why are you still here if you're constantly being ripped apart? Luckily, you have melanin. Melanin is the substance that gives your skin its color. So someone that is fair-skinned, like me, has actually quite a lot less melanin in their skin than someone who is dark-skinned. That's why people at the equator, where the sun is most powerful, have darker skin. They are much more capable of surviving these dangerous UVB rays. What is melanin's role in transferring the energy brought to us by the sun? Because remember, energy is never lost, it's only transferred. So in a normal setting, the UVB radiation would hit your DNA and rip it apart. And that would be the end of it. But melanin has the amazing property, using a process that I don't fully understand and is very complicated, of transferring that UVB radiation into heat. So cool. So where does a sunburn come from? Well, a sunburn happens after the defensive mechanism of your melanin has been overloaded. So there's only a limited amount of UVB radiation that your melanin can actually process and turn into heat. And once that defensive mechanism has been overpowered, it moves to your RNA. And your RNA, again, has an amazing ability to transfer UVB radiation into heat. So that initial heat that you feel when you get struck by the sun and you're like, oh, my skin is so hot. Well, that's from your RNA and your melanin actually taking that radiation and transferring it into heat. What happens when that gets overpowered? Because eventually your RNA does get overpowered and it just can't process all of that radiation. Well, then it starts to break down your RNA and your DNA. And remember, the RNA and DNA, that's what kind of is your memory bank of your body. That's what they remember your skin looks like. So when their RNA and DNA gets damaged and kind of torn apart because there's so much energy being absorbed into them, then your body goes into fix-it mode. And fix-it mode includes sending a whole lot of red blood vessels to your skin, which makes it all red and swollen and painful, and then they get to work trying to fix themselves again. And when they actually fix themselves, if there's too much damage done, it's like we don't remember how to put this puzzle back together. There's too much information lost. And that is where you get freckles and sunspots. Now here's an experiment. Take a look at your arms. If you drive, I'm willing to bet that you have more spots on your left hand than you do your right hand. Now why would that be? Well, that's because when you're driving, you get a lot of sun through the left-hand side of the window. Now there's no UVB radiation, that's just UVA, because UVA penetrates glass, but UVB doesn't. You get a lot more of that UVA radiation coming through that glass, and that's why you have more blemishes and skin imperfections on your left side than your right. Okay, so your arm is all red and puffy and painful and really hurts when your brother slaps it, believe me, I know. That's caused primarily by your body just trying to fix all of this damage that has been done to your DNA and RNA. But what about UVA radiation? Because all of that painful swelling and redness, that's caused by UVB. Now UVA radiation is longer wave radiation, so it penetrates a lot farther, but there isn't quite as much energy contained within it. So the UVA radiation, which is, there's a lot of it when you go outside, it will penetrate down deeper into your skin and actually start damaging the collagen that is within your skin. Now, collagen is the substance that gives the elasticity to your skin. It's what gives the youthful glow, makes your skin tight and firm. That's why if you see someone that's been working outside their entire lives, usually they have a lot of wrinkles and they've got lots of saggy skin. That's because the UVA radiation has damaged the collagen that exists within their skin. Oh, and sometimes your body just realizes that it can't fix the damage that's been done, and then it's just like, get rid of it, and then your skin falls off. That's why sometimes your skin peels after a very bad sunburn. It's just been abandoned by your body. So put on your sunscreen and make sure it's broad spectrum UV protection, not just UVA, because UVB is the one that wants to kill you. Sadly, I'm out of time for today. Thanks for watching. If there's anything that you would like to know more about UVA radiation damage or sunburn, let me know down in the comments below. For Destructive Creativity, I'm Jonathan Allers. Make sure you click that like button. We have new content coming out every single week. See ya!